Welcome to Thrive Sphere. In this in-depth guide, we're diving into a powerful 30-day plan designed to help you reset, rebuild, and revitalize your bone health naturally. Whether you're over 50, recently diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis, or just looking to strengthen your skeletal foundation, this comprehensive plan is for you. Backed by science, this 30-day blueprint integrates targeted nutrition, smart movement, stress management, and lifestyle strategies to fortify your bones from the inside out. Week 1. Foundations of Bone Strength. You can't build a fortress without first preparing the ground. This first week is all about laying the groundwork. Before you lift weights, pop supplements, or change your entire diet, you need to understand your bones, how they work, what weakens them, and how to assess where you're starting from. Day 1. Know your bones. Welcome to Day 1. Today, we're going deep into what your bones actually are, and why they're not just passive structures. Electric light bulb: what you should know. Your bones are living, dynamic tissues. They constantly go through a process called bone remodeling. 2 key cell types are involved. Osteoblasts: these are your bone-building cells. They create new bone tissue, especially in response to physical activity and nutrition. Osteoclasts: these are the breakdown cells. They remove old or damaged bone so that fresh, strong bone can be laid down. Why this matters? As we age, osteoclast activity often outpaces osteoblast activity, especially if we're sedentary, vitamin D deficient, or chronically inflamed. The result? Gradual bone loss unless you intervene. White heavy check mark action step. Download the Bone Health Journal from the Thrive Sphere link in the description. This will be your daily tracking tool for diet, exercise, sleep, sun exposure, supplementation, mood and energy levels. This is your starting point. Let's get intentional about your bones. Day 2. Assess your risk. Today, it's time to evaluate where you stand. Left-pointing magnifying glass: why risk assessment is crucial. Many people don't realize their bones are weakening until it's too late, like a fracture after a minor fall or a rib break from a cough. Memo: self-assessment questions. Use your journal to answer. Are you over age 50? Do you have a family history of osteoporosis or fractures? Have you broken a bone after age 40? Do you smoke or drink more than 2 alcoholic drinks daily? Do you consume enough calcium and vitamin D? Are you sedentary most days of the week? Do you have chronic digestive issues, celiac disease, or IBS? Do you take medications like steroids, antacids, or anti-seizure drugs? What to ask your doctor? DEXA scan, a dual-energy X-ray absorptiometry test to measure bone mineral density, BMD. Blood tests: request vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, parathyroid hormone, PTH, and testosterone, for men. FIX score, a tool to estimate your 10-year risk of fracture. Being informed is being empowered. Pedestrian. Day 3. Daily movement begins. You don't need a gym membership to start rebuilding bone, you need motion. Pushpin key insight. Bones respond to mechanical loading. That means any activity that puts force on your skeleton signals your body to strengthen bone in those areas. Athletics: show your movement goals. Walk for 20 to 30 minutes today at a brisk but comfortable pace. Use your arms while walking, pump them naturally to improve posture and core engagement. If indoors, walk in place during commercials or on a mini stepper. Posture awareness. Keep your shoulders back, chest open, and chin slightly tucked. Good posture reduces spinal compression and teaches your body to bear weight more efficiently. Bonus tip: try wall angels. Stand against a wall and move your arms up and down like snow angels to open the shoulders and improve back strength. This is your foundation, your bones will thank you. Shopping trolley. Day 4. The bone-boosting grocery list. You can't out-supplement a poor diet. Nutrition is your bone's first line of defense. Focus on Calcium-rich foods, but not just dairy. Collard greens, bok choy, kale. Plain yogurt, feta cheese. Fortified almond or oat milk. Tofu set with calcium sulfate. Sardines, with bones. Almonds and chia seeds. Vitamin D-rich foods. Wild-caught salmon and mackerel. Egg yolks. Fortified cereals. Mushrooms exposed to sunlight, like maitake or portobello. Magnesium and K2-rich foods. Pumpkin seeds, black beans, spinach. Natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses like Gouda and Brie. Pastured eggs. Quick tip. Print your grocery list and stick it to your fridge. When your kitchen is filled with bone-building foods, you make healthy choices by default. Poultry leg day 5, protein power. Protein is not just for muscles, it's vital for bones. Here's why. Collagen, the protein that forms the scaffolding of your bones, is made from amino acids. Low protein intake is associated with increased fracture risk, especially in older adults. Daily target. Aim for 100 to 120 g of protein daily, more if you're active or recovering from injury. That's roughly 25-30 g per meal plus 10-20 g in snacks. Place setting # great protein sources. Bone broth, rich in collagen. Lean meats, turkey, chicken, grass-fed beef. Fish, especially sardines and salmon. Legumes and lentils. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. Protein powders, collagen peptides or plant-based blends. Repeat button, spread it out. Consuming protein in smaller, consistent doses throughout the day maximizes muscle and bone synthesis. Don't just load it at dinner. Sleeping phase day 6, sleep and bone health. Think of sleep as your body's recovery lab. This is when repair and rebuilding happen. Person in bed, why sleep matters. Bone turnover happens at night, especially during deep, slow-wave sleep. Growth hormone, which stimulates bone and muscle regeneration, peaks during sleep. Poor sleep increases cortisol, which degrades bone over time. Sleeping symbol, wind down routine. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin. Dim your lights in the evening to signal the body it's time to rest. Drink chamomile, lemon balm, or magnesium tea. Use a weighted blanket for calm if you're anxious. Stretch lightly or use a foam roller before bed. Clock # target. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Keep a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Sleep is a pillar of your bone health, not a luxury. Notebook day 7, evaluate and reflect. Week 1 is done, but this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Notebook with decorative cover, journal prompts. What was the easiest habit to implement this week? What felt challenging, and why? How do you feel physically and mentally? Did you notice changes in posture, energy, or appetite? Left pointing magnifying glass self-check. Did you walk for plus days this week? Were your meals mostly whole foods and bone-friendly? How was your sleep consistency? Did you take time to distress? Wrench setup for week 2. Next week, we introduce strength training and deeper nutrition strategies. Prepare. Light dumbbells or resistance bands. A small step or box. Optional, yoga mat, foam roller, supportive sneakers. Speech balloon, final thoughts for week 1. You've just completed the first layer of your 30-day bone health reset. You've built awareness about your bones. Made powerful grocery choices. Introduced daily movement. Started focusing on sleep, posture, and protein. Bullseye consistency beats intensity at this stage. Even small changes, when done daily, will set you up for massive improvements by day 30. Week 2, movement that builds bone. Strong bones require strong muscles and strong habits. Welcome to week 2. Now that your foundation is set with daily walking, dietary support, and sleep hygiene, it's time to introduce targeted movement that directly stimulates bone growth. Unlike cardio alone, resistance and weight-bearing exercises signal your bones to get stronger. That's right, mechanical stress is how bones know to remodel, rebuild, and fortify. Let's get moving, safely, smartly, and consistently. Weightlifter #day 8, Resistance Basics. Today is your official introduction to bone-friendly strength training. No fancy equipment needed. Just your body and intention. Why resistance training? Bones adapt to stress. When muscles pull on bone, the bone strengthens in response. Resistance training has been shown to slow or reverse bone loss in both men and women over 50. It also increases muscle mass, which is vital for balance, mobility, and reducing the risk of falls. How? Start simple with body weight. Perform 1 to 2 rounds of the following exercises. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds between each. White heavy checkmark body weight routine. Squats, 10 to 15 representatives. Sit back like into a chair, keeping knees over ankles. Build strength in thighs, glutes, and hips. Wall push UPS, 10 to 15 representatives. Stand at arm's length from a wall. Push your chest toward and away from the wall. Great for upper body strength without wrist strain. Glute bridges, 10 to 12 representatives. Lie on your back, knees bent. Press hips up toward the ceiling and squeeze your glutes. Strengthens the posterior chain, crucial for spine support. Repeat button tip. Form matters more than representatives. Go slow, controlled, and focus on alignment. Track these in your journal. This is your day 1 strength baseline. #day 9, weight-bearing moves. Today is all about dynamic, bone-loading movements. These are activities that force your body to work against gravity while staying upright. They're especially beneficial for your hips, legs, and spine, the most vulnerable sites for bone loss. Why they matter? Weight-bearing aerobic activities stimulate osteoblasts, the builders. They improve circulation, coordination, and keep joints mobile. Adding a touch of impact makes the bone-stimulating effects even stronger. Bullseye: choose from. Stair climbing: go up and down your staircase for 5 to 10 minutes. Bonus: works glutes, calves, quads, and bones. Hiking or trail walking: uneven terrain activates stabilizing muscles and proprioception. Dancing: try 10 to 15 minutes of rhythmic movement. Salsa, swing, or freestyle. Fun equals consistency. Brisk intervals: alternate 1-minute fast walking with 2 minutes moderate walking for 20 minutes. Example: fast walk 1 minute, slow walk 2 minutes, repeat. Memo note: track how you feel after. Breathless? Energized? Sore? Not sore? That's your body adapting. #day 10, core for stability. The core isn't just your abs, it's your entire trunk, including back, hips, and deep stabilizers. A strong core protects your spine, improves balance, and helps prevent falls, a major risk factor for fractures over 50. Key benefits of core training: supports better posture, reducing spinal compression. Enhances daily movement efficiency. Lowers the risk of missteps, trips, and loss of balance. Glowing star: try this core routine. Plank: hold 15 to 30 seconds times 2. Modify by placing knees on the floor if needed. Engage your entire midsection without sagging your hips. Bird dog: 10 representatives per side. On hands and knees, extend opposite arm and leg. Builds coordination and spinal alignment. Seated pelvic tilt: 15 representatives. Sit upright on a chair. Gently rock your pelvis forward and back. Activates deep core muscles and spinal mobility. Pushpin reminder: never hold your breath while engaging your core. Breathe through every movement. #day 11, full body resistance circuit. Let's put it all together. This 20-minute circuit combines lower body, upper body, and balance-based moves to deliver full body bone stimulus. Counterclockwise arrows: full body circuit, repeat 2x. Bodyweight squats, 15 representatives. Add light dumbbells if you're ready. Resistance band rows, 12 representatives. Anchor a band to a doorknob. Pull handles toward chest. Builds back muscles to support the spine. Calf raises, 15 representatives. Hold a chair for balance. Lift heels up slowly, then lower. Strengthens ankle stability and foot bones. Overhead shoulder press, 10 to 12 representatives. Use light dumbbells or resistance bands. Build shoulder, upper back, and core stability. Recovery between sets. Rest 1 to 2 minutes between rounds. Hydrate, breathe deeply, and stretch between sets. Bullseye form over speed. The goal isn't to rush, it's to activate muscles that send signals to the bone to fortify. Day 12, flexibility plus balance. After 3 days of resistance work, today we restore range of motion and improve balance, essential for avoiding trips and falls. Why flexibility plus balance matter? Tight muscles equals joint stress. Better balance equals fewer fractures. Gentle movement aids circulation, digestion, and nervous system recovery. Try this. Tai Chi or Qi Gong, 10 to 15 minutes on YouTube. Boosts proprioception and relaxes the nervous system. Stretching routine, hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Hamstring stretch, seated. Chest opener, clasp hands behind back. Cat-cow stretch for the spine. Ankle circles and toe stretches. Balance challenge. Stand on one leg for 30 seconds, then switch. Level up, close your eyes or stand on a cushion. Push-pin tip, incorporate balance practice into everyday tasks, e.g., stand on one foot while brushing teeth. #day 13, restorative day. Rest is not a break from progress, it's part of the process. Counterclockwise arrows what active recovery looks like. Gentle outdoor walk, 15 to 30 minutes. Focus on posture, breathing, and presence. Foam rolling. Target thighs, calves, and back to release tension and improve circulation. Deep breathing, 5 minutes. Inhale for counts, hold for exhale 6. This lowers cortisol, bone damaging, and supports recovery. Optional, Epsom salt bath for magnesium absorption and muscle relaxation. Mind-body check-in, how's your energy? Motivation? Sleep quality? Write in your journal. Memo Day 14, strength progress check. Let's circle back to Day 8 and revisit the bodyweight basics. White heavy checkmark, repeat. Squats. Wall push-ups. Glute bridges. But this time, assess. Can you do more representatives with better form? Do you feel more stable or confident? Are you ready to add light dumbbells or resistance bands? Speech balloon journal prompts. What's changed in your body since last week? What movement do you enjoy the most so far? Are there any areas that feel stronger or more mobile? If you feel ready, increase resistance slowly. Add 2 to 5 pounds dumbbells. Use thicker resistance bands. Add a third round to your circuit days. Remember, progress doesn't mean pain, it means growth, safely earned. Glowing star closing thoughts for week 2. You just completed a full week of intentional, bone-building movement. You've introduced safe strength training. Added impact with walks and stairs. Strengthened your core. Improved posture and balance. Learn to rest with purpose. Flexed biceps, you are literally telling your bones, get stronger. I need you. These signals, repeated daily, are how bone density increases, without medication, without extreme routines. Week 3, nutrition upgrade. Theme, feed your bones from the inside out. This week is all about dialing in your nutrition. Strong bones aren't just built in the gym, they're built in the kitchen, meal by meal. You'll learn how to fuel your skeleton with the right foods and nutrients, avoid dietary pitfalls, and make food a tool for bone regeneration. Calendar Day 15, anti-inflammatory focus. Goal: reduce chronic inflammation that accelerates bone loss. Why it matters. Chronic, low-grade inflammation quietly eats away at your bone density over time. It increases the activity of osteoclasts, bone-breaking cells, and suppresses osteoblasts, bone-building cells. Inflammation is often triggered by processed foods, stress, poor sleep, and gut imbalance. What to do? Fill your plate with berries, blueberries, strawberries rich in flavonoids and antioxidants. Leafy greens, kale, arugula, chard loaded with calcium and vitamin K. Extra virgin olive oil, high in polyphenols. Hot pepper hash anti-inflammatory spices, turmeric, with black pepper, ginger, cinnamon. Fish: fatty fish, like wild salmon and sardines, also high in omega-3s. Avoid processed meats, fried and fast food, sugary snacks and soft drinks, refined vegetable oils, corn, soybean. Daily practice. Add a turmeric ginger tea before bed or first thing in the morning. Use olive oil as your primary cooking oil. Add a serving of berries to your breakfast or smoothie. Calendar day 16, calcium the right way. Goal: meet your calcium needs without overloading your body. Why it matters. Calcium is the cornerstone mineral of your skeleton. But it needs cofactors like vitamin D, magnesium, and K2 to be properly absorbed and used. Getting calcium from food is ideal. Supplements may pose risks if not taken wisely. Key guidelines. Target: 1,000 to 1,200 mg day. Top food sources. Yogurt, kefir, and aged cheese. Goat or sheep dairy is easier to digest. Can sardines or salmon, with bones. Tofu set with calcium. Collard greens, bok choy, broccoli. Almonds and sesame seeds. Pro tips. Oxalates alert. While spinach is rich in calcium, it also contains oxalates which bind calcium and reduce its absorption. Don't rely on it as your primary source. Pair calcium-rich foods with vitamin D sources for better uptake. Action step. Track your calcium intake for the day using a food journal or app like Chronometer. Include 1 dairy and 1 non-dairy calcium source at every meal. Calendar day 17, vitamin D deep dive. Goal: optimize vitamin D levels to help calcium do its job. Why it matters. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption from your intestines and helps regulate calcium levels in the blood. Without enough D, your body can't build or maintain bone, no matter how much calcium you get. How to get it? Sunlight: 15 to 30 minutes of unprotected sun on faced arms, depending on skin tone, location, and season. Food: salmon, sardines, mackerel. Egg yolks. Mushrooms, especially UV exposed. Supplements: D3 is more bioavailable than D2. Most adults over 50 need 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily. Test blood levels to fine-tune. Pro tip. Combine vitamin D3 with K2, especially -7 Malawian Kwarchars form, to ensure calcium goes to your bones, not arteries. Action step. If you haven't already, get your blood vitamin D levels checked. Ask for 25-OH-D test. Add 1 source of vitamin D to each meal today. Calendar day 18, magnesium matters. Goal: support over 300 processes in the body, including bone building. Why it matters. Magnesium is essential for converting vitamin D into its active form and for regulating calcium transport. It also plays a structural role in bone matrix formation. Top food sources. Pumpkin seeds, 1 ounce equals 150 milligrams. Almonds, cashews. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. Spinach, Swiss chard. Dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao. Magnesium types in supplements. Glycinate, best for absorption and gentle on the gut. Citrate, helpful if prone to constipation. Oxide, low bioavailability, not ideal. Target intake. 300 to 400 mg day for adults. Action step: add 2 to 3 magnesium-rich foods to your meals today. If supplementing, take it at night. It can also support better sleep. Calendar Day 19, Bone Building Smoothie Day. Goal: combine multiple bone nutrients into one easy, delicious meal. Why it matters: a well-constructed smoothie can deliver collagen, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, and more, all in one glass. Bone Building Smoothie Recipe: 1 cup unsweetened almond or oat milk, fortified with calcium. Half a cup Greek yogurt or kefir, probiotic plus calcium. 1 scoop collagen peptides, 10 g protein. 1/2 banana. Half a cup blueberries. Handful of spinach. 1 tablespoon chia seeds, omega-3s plus calcium. 1 teaspoon ground flax. Juice of 1/2 lemon or 100 mg vitamin C powder. Optional, turmeric or cinnamon for anti-inflammatory kick. Blend and enjoy. Action step: create your own custom smoothie with a mix of at least 5 bone-nourishing ingredients. Freeze ingredients in advance to make it a daily habit. Calendar Day 20, Gut Health equals Bone Health. Goal: build a healthier gut microbiome to indirectly support bone density. Why it matters: your gut is where nutrient absorption begins. Dysbiosis, imbalanced gut bacteria, can lead to inflammation, poor mineral uptake, and even hormonal disruptions that harm bone health. What to eat: prebiotics, fuel for good bacteria. Oats, garlic, onions, leeks, bananas, Jerusalem artichokes. Probiotics, live cultures. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, kombucha. Tip: avoid excessive antibiotic use and limit alcohol and sugar, which destroy beneficial bacteria. Action step: add 1 prebiotic and 1 probiotic food to every meal today. Note changes in digestion, energy, and mood. Calendar Day 21, Nutrition Recap and Meal Prep. Goal: review your week and set up for success in week 4. What to do: reflect in your bone health journal. Did you meet your calcium and protein targets? Were you consistent with smoothies or supplements? Any improvements in energy, digestion, or sleep? Meal prep tasks: chop veggies and store in glass containers. Batch cook bone broth or soups rich in minerals. Pre-make smoothie packs with frozen fruit, spinach, and chia. Marinate proteins, salmon, chicken, tofu, for quick cooking. Prep high-protein snacks, boiled eggs, nuts, Greek yogurt cups. Bonus: download or create a 7-day bone-friendly meal planner with daily checkboxes for calcium, protein, magnesium, D3, and probiotics. Week for long-term strategy and hormone health. Now that you've built a solid foundation with movement, nutrition, and daily habits, it's time to look at long-term success. Week 4 focuses on hormones, stress, testing, and lifestyle risks, the often overlooked levers that can make or break your bone health. White Heather Checkmark Day 22, the Hormone Bone Link. Your hormones aren't just about mood or metabolism, they directly control how your bones grow, repair, and resist fractures. For men, testosterone stimulates osteoblasts, the bone-building cells. Low T leads to muscle loss, reduced activity, and accelerated bone thinning. After age 50, testosterone starts to decline gradually, sometimes too subtly to notice. Signs of low testosterone: fatigue, low libido, muscle weakness, and mood swings. For women, estrogen slows bone breakdown. During perimenopause and menopause, estrogen drops sharply, leading to rapid bone loss. In the first 5 to 7 years postmenopause, women can lose up to 20% of bone density. Action steps: track symptoms of hormonal shifts. Speak to your healthcare provider about testing total and free testosterone or estrogen. Explore natural support, zinc, strength training, sleep. In some cases, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, BHRT, may be recommended under medical supervision. Day 23, manage stress, protect bones. Chronic stress silently sabotages your skeleton. When stress is high, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that, in small bursts, helps you survive. But when cortisol is constantly elevated, it inhibits bone-building osteoblasts, increases bone breakdown, disrupts calcium balance in the blood. Anti-stress strategies that support your bones. 5-5-7 breathing, inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5, exhale for 7. Repeat 5 times. Mindful walking, go outside and walk without your phone, notice your steps, your breath, and your surroundings. Evening routine, dim lights, avoid screens 1 hour before bed, and take a magnesium bath or sip calming herbal tea, e.g., lemon balm, chamomile. Reducing stress isn't just for peace of mind, it's a daily investment in your skeletal resilience. Microscope Day 24, test and track. Don't guess, test. Your long-term bone health depends on knowing your numbers. Essential blood tests. Vitamin D, 25-hydroxy-D optimal range, 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. Calcium, serum calcium too high or too low can signal imbalance. Magnesium, RBC magnesium preferred supports calcium balance and vitamin D metabolism. TSH, thyroid-stimulating hormone overactive thyroid equals accelerated bone loss. Sex hormones, testosterone, men, estrogen plus FSH, women. Imaging. DEXA scan, this is the gold standard for measuring bone mineral density, BMD. Schedule every 1 to 2 years if you're over 50, especially if you have risk factors or early osteopenia. Ask for a scan of your spine, hips, and femoral neck. Track these results in your bone health journal so you can measure trends, not just snapshots. Pill Day 25, supplement smartly. Whole foods come first, but some nutrients are nearly impossible to get through diet alone, especially as we age or face absorption issues. Bone-backed supplements to discuss with your doctor. Vitamin D3 plus K2. D3 helps absorb calcium. K2 directs that calcium into your bones, not arteries. Dose, 1000 to 2000 IU D3 plus 100 to 200 micrograms K2, -7 Malawian Kwacha's form. Magnesium glycinate or citrate. Supports vitamin D activation and bone structure. Aim for 300 to 400 milligrams daily. Collagen peptides, with vitamin C. Collagen makes up over 90% of your bone's organic matrix. Take 10 g collagen plus 100 milligrams vitamin C to stimulate synthesis. Omega-3 fatty acids. Reduce inflammation, improve bone formation. EPA or DHA, 1000 to 2000 milligram day. White heavy checkmark tip, take supplements with food for better absorption and fewer side effects. Skull and crossbones #Day 26, environmental toxins and bone loss. Your environment silently affects your hormones and your bones. Watch out for BPA from plastic bottles and food containers. Phthalates in scented candles, personal care products. Fluoride overexposure from some tap water and toothpaste. Heavy metals, like lead and cadmium, found in polluted environments and some imported supplements. Action steps. Use glass or stainless steel for food storage and water bottles. Switch to natural personal care products without parabens or synthetic fragrances. Use a water filter that removes fluoride, chlorine, and heavy metals. Look for NSF-certified units. Even small daily exposures can accumulate, especially if your detox pathways are sluggish. Teacup with handle Day 27, alcohol, caffeine, and smoking. Let's talk about the 3 common habits that quietly degrade your bone health. Smoking. Smoking inhibits blood flow to bones. Interferes with calcium absorption. Decreases estrogen and testosterone, both crucial for bone density. Stop sign: there is no safe level. Quitting immediately begins restoring bone-building function. Wine glass alcohol. Impairs calcium and vitamin D metabolism. Reduces bone-building hormones. Increases fall and fracture risk. Bullseye. Keep intake to 1 drink day, women. 2 drinks day, men. And take alcohol-free days weekly. Teacup with handle. Caffeine. Over 300 milligrams per day may increase calcium loss in urine. If you drink coffee, balance it out with calcium-rich foods and hydration. White heavy checkmark tip: limit to 1 to 2 cups of coffee, and drink it after meals to reduce bone stress. Repeat button. Day 28, movement mastery. Now that you've experimented with strength, cardio, flexibility, and balance, it's time to build a sustainable schedule you can follow long-term. Sample weekly movement plan. Day activity. Monday strength training, full body. Tuesday 30-minute brisk walk plus yoga stretch. Wednesday core plus balance, planks, tai chi. Thursday strength training, lower body focus. Friday hiking or dance-based cardio. Saturday restorative, foam rolling plus walk. Sunday strength training, upper body. Mix it up. Listen to your body. Progress slowly, but consistently. Writing hand. Day 29, reflect and celebrate. Before the final day, take time to look back at your transformation. Journal prompts. How do you feel compared to day 1? What habits felt most powerful or natural? Have you noticed changes in posture, strength, digestion, or sleep? What will you carry forward beyond these 30 days? Party popper. Celebrate with a massage or spa day. A nature hike. Buying a new resistance band or dumbbell set. Sharing your journey with a friend or online group. Recognition fuels motivation. You've earned this. Day 30, your bone health blueprint. Congratulations! You've completed the 30-day bone health reset. Now it's time to solidify the routine that keeps your bones strong for life. Your personalized blueprint. White heavy checkmark: eat 100 g 130 g of protein per day, spread out over meals. White heavy checkmark: strength train 3x week, focus on progressive overload. White heavy checkmark: walk or stay active daily. White heavy checkmark: get 15 to 30 minutes of sun or take D3. White heavy checkmark: supplement smartly based on your blood work. White heavy checkmark: manage stress with breathing, sleep, and nature. White heavy checkmark: sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. White heavy checkmark: eat whole, anti-inflammatory foods. White heavy checkmark: track progress every 6 to 12 months, DEXA Plus Labs. Bullseye. Most of all, don't stop. Bone health isn't a 30-day sprint, it's a lifelong marathon. Final words. This 30-day reset isn't a quick fix. It's a launchpad, a structured, empowering way to take control of your skeletal health and longevity. The goal? Not just to build bone, but to build resilience, mobility, and confidence for decades to come. Like, comment, and subscribe to ThriveSphere for more life-changing health plans that work with your biology, not against it.